Yeah, I love that as soon as we get to the bracket, it just zips on by. Woo! Well, everybody, talking about zipping, I better zip my own mouth shut because we have a GM coming in here who is going to show us the way to a happy life through other people's suffering. Please welcome on in our dear GM, Tina Hacks. Tina, show me the way. Can you show me the meaning of pain?
Hey, it's me.
Oh, yay, Tina, you subbed and it's you and you're here. Thank you.
Yes, both of those were me.
Oh my gosh, you're awesome. You're so cool. Like, really though, I'm always excited to have you here. It's always a lot of fun. I wish I could just bother you all day. No, I don't want to.
All right, well, that one went places, but yeah, you're rad. And hanging out is rad.
Hanging out's good, yeah.
It is. It's super fun. Making people play bad video games, also fun.
Yeah, and this one is definitely bad.
This one's. I'm gonna be honest. Hey, chat, lean in. This one's just between you and me. Don't let Percentia hear this one.
What?
This one's actually kind of a fun game. This one, I actually really like it. Dana made me play it, except that Dana and I have this history where so far Dana's only ever made me play one game that I don't like.
Okay, I have to tell you, Tina, I've played this too, and I also like it. It's not good, but I like it.
No, it's not. But it is, though, is the thing. It's also kind of a good game. You know who it... I'm going to tell you right now. Chat's going to think that it's good. They're going to think this is a good game. The 4 people playing it probably won't.
Yeah, I'd kind of agree there. So what do we have?
We're going to be playing Aliens for the Commodore 64. I said Dana made me play it, so you knew that it was going to be Commodore.
Oh, yeah.
Some Commodore computer. Maybe Amiga, who knows? But today it's just Commodore.
The Amiga door.
Yeah, that one.
I feel like somebody is going to slap me in Spanish. Please don't. Okay, I don't like Spanish
violence. Is that different?
violence.
Like, does getting slapped in Spanish feel different than getting slapped in English?
Well, usually you say, hola, Mandy, and then you get slapped in Spanish. Yeah, that's how it goes. Tina, I'm referencing old memes. I'm sorry. We're going back to the good ones.
Oh, the problem is...
Buenos dias. Buenos dias, Mandy. Yeah.
Reveals how old we are because we remember the old times, the old memes.
Yeah, I think that was like a whole year ago.
Kids these days don't remember memes for more than like 5 minutes.
It's true though, and I'm kind of okay with that. I'm kind of okay with the rapid evolution of the meme. Go ahead, keep on keeping on, chillins out there watching the stream. Yeah, I called you chillins. Oh my gosh. Tina, how have you been? Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of setup, so I'm slightly distracted. How have you been? What have you been doing?
I've been good. I have made the very healthy life decision of learning how to speedrun Final Fantasy IV so that I can do Final Fantasy IV, 5, and 6 all back to back. That's a work in progress.
Good luck.
Final Fantasy IV is really it's hard.
Which
turns
category?
Out. You know that I've gotta do no CW. No CW goes places.
Yeah.
Literally, it goes places.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. No credits warp. That is the category that I kind of tried to figure out a good way to do, and I love that. Okay, Tina. I love that before I started running Final Fantasy IV back in the day, people knew about the miss skip, but never actually did it. They're like, no, that's not useful. Or, well,
it only gives you dancing daggers. Who cares about that?
Somebody talked to me and said, yeah, I know you can do that and then get dancing daggers, but whatever, I don't want to do it. And then I'm like, well, I'll do it then. And then it ended up being much faster. People still get dancing daggers, right?
Yeah, they're still ridiculously good.
Yeah, yeah.
They have in fact not changed the stats of dancing daggers in the cart version of Final Fantasy IV, which is not patchable.
Well, good. And then, like, there were some people who knew a little bit about Upco and all of the glitches there, but yeah, so I got to do a lot of research on other people's work and work that into a route, and thank goodness other people optimized it. I do not have that patience.
Yeah, it's real optimized now, which makes it really a pain to try and learn from PB and world record pods.
As it turns out, speedrunning is hard, even for what's Upco? People fell for it. Well, I see the game up on all 4 of our streamers' streams. We've got Salamiri, the Kuchiri, Jakazam, and Sprint God battling it out to try to stay in the tournament.
Oh, how many people are getting killed today?
Tina, nobody's getting killed.
Well, no, I mean, a lot of people are getting killed. This is aliens.
Legitimately in your match, nobody is getting eliminated unless they rage quit. So, yeah, we're actually solid. It's a 17-point match. Everybody is going to be moving on. However, this match will definitely determine who is in a better position for round 4. Yeah, basically today we can almost guarantee one person makes it into the bracket. Almost. Nothing's a guarantee when it comes to Kuso, though.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I was thinking it would be really appropriate if, maybe only one person survives, but also now I don't have to feel bad.
Yeah. Get rid of that guilt. Come on, conceal,
That's
don't
right.
feel, Tina.
That's right.
Okay, so right now I am waiting for all of the players to say that they're ready. Kuchiri is ready. Jakazam. Sprint God is working on getting the windows in the correct places so that it's easier to play. That's one thing that we don't talk too much about, that sometimes you do need to have certain things in certain places so that you can see them. Okay, let's see. I'm just waiting for one more player. There we go. Okay, everybody, I need you to get your best aliens and spam the emotes. Spam, spam, spam. What else shows up?
Eggs?
Eggs? Eggs! Aliens! Oh my gosh, aliens are like proto-eggs. Wait, no, post-eggs.
There you go.
I got confused. Okay, as soon as I see movement, I will start a timer.
Just the wrong order.
Look, it has cutscenes.
Why are they skipping the lore? There's cutscenes here.
Gotta run. Gotta go fast.
Can't believe these players don't respect the lore.
Well, it looks like they're choosing weapons.
Well, they have to identify.
What's a flamethrower? That's why. Uh-oh, Ultra. I would not have been able to tell you which one was the motion detector.
Reasonable.
Yay! Okay. Kuchiri is through the equipment verification phase and on to the beginning fun stuff here. I hope you are all ready. Looks like Sprint God may not have the controls set up correctly. We always tell people to set up controls and to test them. Oh, everybody be aware there is flashing warning for this game.
Yeah, gosh. So this sure is a Commodore 64 game, which is to say it flashes.
By the way, I will be recapturing the screen so that you can all get as zoomed into this beautiful game as possible for all of the streams. So don't be surprised when you see even more great giant flashing here.
Yep, that's true. And right now, you know, if you are a fan of Superman 64, and who's not, really? Like, everybody loves that game. It was a classic. Here's the game that inspired it.
I'm not sure this was the game that inspired it. Like, there were quite a few ring flying games before Superman 64. I mean, if anything, Pilot Wings might have been the biggest inspiration.
Oh, that's true. Pilot Wings did come out before this.
Although there was also a Magic Carpet game on the Commodore 64 that it sort of flew through diamonds instead of rings. I don't know.
That's different. That's a different shape.
Yeah.
Wait, is it not a different shape in Utah?
Well, I mean, they behave like rings, right?
Okay. You know what? That's fair, I guess.
Oh, Tina. You gotta believe in Utah. Oh, I don't
I mean,
like
I've
any
been
of these
there.
sounds.
I believe it's a real place.
Oh, yeah, you have been here. Yay.
Yeah, I used to go to Utah for work.
Wait, really?
Yeah, one of the companies that I've previously worked for was headquartered in Salt Lake City.
Oh, no. Was it an MLM?
It was not, no.
Okay. I wouldn't have been surprised if it was. I have a friend who apparently works for an MLM there in Utah, and she's like, I don't really like it, but I work for, like, the rich people, and they pay me really well, and, you know, so I don't have to directly scam people, and that's nice.
I mean, yeah, not scamming people is one of the things that really I've chosen to make a cornerstone of my professional life.
Well, good. No scams. Today. I mean, we've all learned what happens when you commit hot dog crimes and hot dog scams. You go to jail until 2021. That's right. Hot Dog Man is getting out of jail this year. Just in case you didn't know, Tina, it's important
I didn't.
information.
I was not aware.
You did know about the Hot Dog Man, though, right?
No, I'm gonna have to learn about.
Oh my gosh! There's a guy who created this software development company, made some really crappy games for DOS, and ended up going to prison for them.
Because his games were so bad.
Well, he scammed investors out of money, and it was considered a pyramid scheme. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So an MLM.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. MLMs just look like triangles. I don't know if they actually are triangles.
I see. Well, that would make them rings in Utah anyway.
By the way, look, East Salamiri is on to the next area of the game, walking around. Did I really, like... Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see. Is there extra screen space that we're not seeing on screen because Commodore 64? Not much. Tiny bit. Welcome to trying to capture literally anything that's not just Nintendo. Okay, it looks like Spring God has managed to make the fire button work. Yeah.
Oh, good.
We've got all 4 of the players playing the game now. Yeah. Oh no, Kutiri is a little bit upset because he's saying that he didn't miss a ring, but this part is surprisingly precise.
It is very strict.
Not only that, but what you're not seeing if you are just watching the stream and not playing the game is that there's a lot of momentum in this. It's very easy to like overshoot rings. You have to think about 2 or 3 seconds ahead in order to accurately hit the rings. And I'm not even kidding there. You got to be holding a direction for a long time. Like, think about 3 rings ahead, and you will probably go in the correct direction. Jakuzam also struggling. Yeah, East Salamiri,
very lucky.
Definitely
honestly.
Destroyed the beginning of this,
not to downplay any skill involved, but Holy cow. When I played this game, I don't think anybody involved was out of the rings for a good 10 minutes.
I think I beat them fairly quickly, but that's also because I've played a lot of ring games like this.
Diamond games, yeah.
Yeah, what have you, you know? Oh my gosh, this music's good. I like it. Personally, I would be okay if we had this Aliens music for the entire game, you know?
Agreed.
Uh-oh. Okay, Salamiri at the top left is on to the... Let's go ahead and call it the Tapper section.
Yeah, I was gonna say Back to the Future, but yeah, you know.
I mean, Back to the Future is like good Tapper, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
By the way, this part is really hard, aka possibly impossible at times. Every time an alien gets past you, they go to the bottom and eat one of your people. Yeah, Dana is correct. This part is incredibly hard. Because, yeah, you're probably not going to get every alien, and a lot of your people are going to die. As soon as all of your people down at the bottom are dead, you yourself will probably die very quickly. Although I'm very impressed with how players are doing in this game already. Like, this game is not very long if you are good at playing it. I don't know if we will see any completions, but at this rate, we might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salamari is making time.
So, Tina, have you seen the Aliens movies?
Yeah. It's been a long time. It's been, gosh, probably mumble years at this point since I've seen them.
Yeah, I saw them, like, fairly recently, within the last year or two, I'd say. You know, I'd seen multiple parts and probably, you know, the whole movie for Alien and then Aliens. And when I was a kid, and they were pretty terrifying. They still hold up, though, except that occasionally some of the aliens look really fake. But other than that, it's fantastic.
Well, you know, when a movie is made for a really low resolution CRT, yeah, you can get away with that.
Yeah, it looks like Salamiri is just paused on the screen right now. Might be taking a little bit of a pause, and that is okay. Spring God and Jakazam are having fun with the flying section as well. Okay, so we're trying to get one of our players to manage to get the run, stop, / restore to work here. Generally, it's the escape key on the emulator. We told them this, and apparently it's not working. In this case, it might be an issue of miscommunication, and we could potentially give extra time because of that. I would say that Spring Gods was a matter of not testing before playing the game.
Yeah, that was fire not working, which is a little bit different.
Yep. Okay, Jakazam is through the flying section and now onto this wonderful maze-like section. Oh my gosh, how is this music so good?
It's really good.
Actually, let me go and find out who did the music here, because I think that might give us some information. Oh my gosh, okay, this is Aliens, the second game. There was an Alien game as well. Otherwise, nobody specific as far as I can see, got credits for doing the music. Let me see about in the manual. Do they have information about who worked on what? This is the thing. You got to give credits to the people who work on your stuff. Okay. We need to go back in the past and punch Activision in the face.
For many things, yes.
Yeah. Oh, I love that there's a section in the manual called Hot Tips for Staying Frosty. When flying the dropship, remember to think like a pilot. Pulling back on the joystick will cause you to climb. Pushing forward will send you into a dive. Stay loose and try not to oversteer. That's the biggest thing. Yeah, for sure.
So one of the things that Isalamir is potentially, well, is definitely running into, one of the reasons that we might see somebody decide to reset is that you can lose crewmates, and the more crewmates you lose, the harder this sort of thing becomes, because now you have fewer lives.
Yep. Luckily, it seems like if you body slam the aliens while they're going to the right, they'll just fly back. I'm glad that you're, like, basically immune to the aliens until all of your friends are dead. I mean, that's how it is in the movies, right?
That's definitely how it worked in the movies, yeah. Yeah, most people were immune to the aliens right up until they were dead.
I love this. In the operations room, don't bother trying to hold off the really fast aliens. Torch them right away. How about you just torch them all right away? Actually, do you have to kill them all? Maybe if you can just keep the really slow dudes on the screen, you can bounce them back and just wait for the in-game time to finish so that this section is done.
That's actually an interesting idea. I'm not sure.
Dana is saying that that is correct. Ooh, okay. So that is a very helpful tip from the manual. The players did get the manual. Did any of them read that far into it? Well, it's on the 13th page, so odds are no.
I mean, the manual
and
gave
even
them
if
all
they
the answers,
did,
it sounds like.
They probably wouldn't remember that. Ah, well, everybody has moved on except for Kuchiri. Kuchiri is hating this flying section, and I can't really blame him. It's not
understandable,
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I love, by the way, about the first Aliens movie that I saw, early on in the movie, there are some conversations that happen that are probably the most realistic conversations I have seen in a sci-fi movie in ages. They're like, it's strange. It's something that it's so small, but they feel pretty dang legit. I like it.
Salamari, this one was looking good.
Ah. Yeah, the manual does specifically say in the operations room rampage, which is where Isalamiri is right now, that you can touch them to push them back, and you can also shoot to kill them. But I don't think anybody playing this for the first time is going to try just pushing aliens back for a little while. You know, it's going to take a clever player to really try that strat. But
yeah,
we have
sure.
a lot of clever players today.
That's true. Everybody here is smarter than I am.
Yeah, brains. That's right. I like brains. Oh, Muware, thank you for the raid. Thank you as well for Ruwan and Nakarashi for the subscriptions recently. Very much appreciated. I think Escarina was also in there. Thank you, thank you. Oh, we get to hear the beautiful walking sounds now. So, what's going on in this area? We haven't really talked about the walking maze or whatever.
Yeah, Esalamir got through this really quick before we really had a chance to talk about it. So you've got 4 people who are currently lost and embattled, and they need to make it back to the APC. So they're all in a maze, and also there are aliens what want to kill them.
Okay. And it seems like the screens at the bottom can go black and the players can flatline. If I'm not mistaken, aliens can attack any of the crew members at any time.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
You'll get a little warning. The screen will start lighting up red for that player as opposed to just being static. And you should probably, at the point where somebody's being attacked, swap over to that character so that they can repel the attack.
Dum, 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 dum. Okay, unfortunately, Isalamiri gonna lose all of the crew members again. The timer, by the way, that you're watching on this control room is at the bottom left. It's based off of them trying to cut through the door with some metal cutter or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, you'll start seeing sparks there as well as a line form, and that is the tracker. Bam, bam. Okay, this level doesn't have as good of music, but that's fine. By the way, the designer of this game was Mark Isles. He also designed wonderful games like The Lawnmower Man, The Mummy. Oh my gosh, which Mummy game? Which one? PlayStation? Oh, I love The Mummy on PlayStation. Huge fan of this guy. He also did some writing for the cover for Space Intruders. Mermaid Madness. Ooh, I like that. How would you like to write the story for Mermaid Madness?
I've never heard of Mermaid Madness.
I don't know. I just imagined these mermaids. They're mad.
They're very upset.
They're so angry. Absolutely, yeah. Oh my gosh, I just found a picture, and she doesn't have any clothes on.
Wild. Absolutely wild. Unacceptable.
Well, I mean, mermaids don't typically wear very much clothing. I mean, they're fish ladies.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It was just a little bit abrupt looking there and seeing this kind of very chubby mermaid lady there. And, you know, she's cute. She's cute and all. Does she have her scales on? Not in the first screenshot. No, she still has legs.
Wait, what part of her is fish?
Well, when she gets in the water, she has fins. You know?
Oh, okay.
See, it's like, yeah, it's probably to trick the humans into, like, eating them or something. Chiron, you're asking if this has been game over, man, yet, and I'm gonna say yes, very much so, all the time. Game over, man, game over. As soon as I heard that, I'm like, oh, it's from Aliens? No wonder it's a popular quote. Okay, okay. Dum, 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 dum. So I assume that on this stage that Kuchiri, Jackzum, and Spring God are on, you have to get to a specific location. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah, you're trying to get your crew back to the armored personnel carrier.
Is there any map or anything? Tina, don't just laugh like that. Well, I mean, you can laugh like that. It's fine.
Thank you. I appreciate you giving me permission to laugh. You see, what you said was very funny.
Ah. Okay, use the motion tracker to see what's going on outside your field of vision. Battling the aliens. To try to kill an alien, face your marine towards it using the joystick and press the button. The machine gun is rapid fire. It'll take 2 hits to kill an alien. 2 hits. Oh, geez, they're tenacious. Well, we are 21 minutes into this. I believe that Isa Lamiri has made a little bit more progress. Now, explain what this is, Tina, if you can. What is going on here?
The maze?
Yeah.
It's a maze. You know mazes.
Is that it?
It's like you've never crawled through ducts before.
Well, I've crawled through... No, have I crawled through any ducks in my life? I don't think so. That's like the one thing that has been in an action movie that I've never done. I've done all the others, Tina.
Yeah,
I'm just that
strongly
cool.
suggests that you've done a lot of things in action movies.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be real, I'm impressed. Okay. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I love Ripley go around. Ripley, you only have a limited number of bullets, I think. Actually, this is Crow. Never mind. Crow, what a dork. What a dork. Okay, let me go ahead and... Yeah, it looks like we're getting some good information shared with everybody in chat. I don't want to spoil some of the things that are coming up, but every section of this game is vastly different, and I love that they took these risks. The main section that 3 out of 4 of our players are on is probably the worst and least enjoyable section, I'd say, but people might disagree if we make it to the final battle against Mother Alien herself. Yeah, it's wild. You know, I had asserted that having watched the movie would aid our players roughly as much as knowing how plumbing works in the real world would help you if you were playing Super Mario Brothers. It occurs to me that maybe being a plumber would help Isa Lamiri in this particular section.
Oh, good point. You know, I feel like plumbers have a lot of advantages in life. First off, they get to say the word plum bum and not feel embarrassed.
That's true, they do.
Yeah, plumbing, called plumbing because lead used to be called plum bum. Yeah, everybody, we're learning all about plumbing facts on this stream, twitch.tv/Brosentia. Do they wear ties? Usually not, unless you get the dapperest. The most dapper? The most dapper? Dappity-doo.
There you go, that's it.
Yeah,
that's the one.
The dappity daffodil. Yeah, if you get one of those plumbers, then you're set. They've got ties. They've also got tools for plumbing purposes.
As one would expect, yeah.
Yeah, they might even have some extra pipes for y'all. Okay, so I am currently doing a little side work as well, getting ready for the next match, so don't worry everybody, we're gonna get this. So, Tina, let's go ahead and think back, because there were a lot of fantastic movies in the 80s. The
That's
late
true.
70s, early to mid 80s, and Alien was one of those that I think was fantastic. Is there one that's your favorite?
Just across all of the movies in the 80s?
Sure. Like,
Or-
as
well,
like
I-
not romances. I don't want to hear about romances.
Okay, all right. Rasentia, established as being not a fan of romance.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the romance, you know.
Bro, I'm just gonna cut in here.
Why?
Dana.
Just crash this. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm not playing Aliens.
You're not playing Aliens, they are though. But I'm
That's
gonna
true.
let Bro finish that work he's doing and help entertain people for him.
Oh, good, Dana. Thank you so much. Dana, you
So,
gave this
Tina,
game out and
how
you're
are you
evil.
feeling? Tina, how are you feeling seeing this game again?
Honestly, it makes you want to play it again. I know that that's a
Yeah.
mistake.
Tina, it's not a mistake.
I
It's a
mean,
fun game.
Yeah, but the maze.
The maze is rough, but once you know the answer, it's not so bad.
The every time I play this game, because I've come back to it every year or two, and I'm like, well, the maze won't be that bad. I can remember. I always forget, and then I have
Yeah.
to spend like half an hour or so just fighting with it and go, oh right, there is only actually one solution, and you have to go all the way to the end of you have to go all the way to the right side of it, and then loop around to practically the beginning again, and then go out.
The biggest pain in the butt with these lights as well is that as soon as you are in range of sight, they move faster. So you gotta juke them. You gotta pull out all your jukes as much as possible. And E. Salamiri, unfortunately, got absorbed by the light. Oh,
So the other problem is Isalamiri went into this with one life. Since only one extra Marine actually made it through the rest of it, he does not actually have too much of a chance. Because generally you're going to get caught at least once because they do like to spawn in front of you occasionally. Like that.
And at last he saw the light, and it turned out to be an explosive.
The unfortunate reality is that he probably should have restarted and done the first section that Kuchiri and Sprint God are still on to try to get all 4 people in.
By the way, Jakazam is currently on.
Only one person lost.
See,
Very
Jakazam
nice.
has a lot better chance of getting through the maze if she can get through this without losing everybody.
I love it. Yeah, Jakazam also taking advantage of the bounce the aliens back mechanic. Definitely the
So-
way to go.
Especially when they are paired up. If there are 2 aliens on the same row and you hit the back one before the front one actually gets off screen, it'll push them both back. Like just happened on Jakazam's screen. I may be a little behind because I'm watching it on your stream instead of actually the multi-Twitch. So,
Ah,
point is, hitting the back one pushes both back, and it makes it a lot easier if you've got a bunch of slow pairs on the screen at once.
Data, I miss the music. I want music.
No, the Master of the Lamps like music in the first stage, just so good. I did give that out as a gauntlet stage one time, didn't I?
Yeah, I remember that. It was
Okay,
fun.
I was trying to remember if I'd made you play it, or if I had given it out as gauntlet.
I gave out one part of it in the gauntlet, I think. Because I really loved that stage, and nobody beat it. It was the final stage of this game.
Yeah.
And they tried!
Oh, look, Jakazam's probably gonna make it through with.
Probably gonna
maybe
make it
only
through.
one else? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not making it through on the very first try is that's understandable.
But I think she's through.
But
I hope
she lost so many right at the end.
Yeah, this is not where you want to be.
Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. I think she has 2 lives.
Without knowing.
So she's still,
gosh, okay.
she's still slightly better off. Because basically, I think what the lore explanation is that, like, the alien grabs them and they drop a grenade on themselves and something like that, and just blow themselves up. So that you
can see how that plays out at this point.
Yeah, it's not so good. How are we judging progress in the maze? Well, I do actually sort of remember, but we got 30 minutes, so hopefully that
30.
won't be
Yeah, hopefully
oh my
it won't
gosh,
matter that
yeah.
much. But Isalamir is definitely the first person who's made it all the way to the right wall, which is a major thing that you have to do.
Yeah, unfortunately. This
game's so smart.
You know what?
Yeah.
I believe in C64.
Okay, Jakazam is doing fairly well in this maze area. She is luring the lights. Actually, luring the really slow lights is possibly a good idea here. Unfortunately, she got
keep
little
them trained
pincered.
behind you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop this into the chat.
Ow.
Ooh. Look at this sweet map that you can just see the whole thing without any scrolling.
Spring God just got devoured.
Yeah, so the trick to the section that they are on is you generally want people to be paired up as soon as possible, because if there are 2 of your Marines are on the same screen, they will not get attacked by aliens.
Okay.
So you just run around real fast, try to find a safe spot, and then try to cluster everyone together and then move them all out as a pack.
Is there music on the Tapper stage?
No, I mean, I think music was only in the dropship stage.
Yeah,
really.
I think so. I don't remember any other music.
It's
It was
really
very
unfortunate.
tense.
Yes, it was really good music.
Oh, no. What I'm saying is that not having music, it increased the tension that you felt playing the game.
I mean, you're right.
Wait, no, different T word. Tedium. It increased the tedium that you felt playing the game.
It's both. It could be both.
Yeah, could be. Ooh, the rations room. I want to go to the rations room. Oh, it's operations. Dang it. Oh, it's debating me. Oh my gosh, what a game. I wanted food. I wanted the food.
Hear me out. The sort of people who stay in ops all the time, probably eating.
Yeah. That's fair.
You're not allowed to go into ops. You know why you're not allowed to go into ops? Because they're eating food in there. Delicious food.
Oh my gosh, those losers. Eating all of my potential food.
Potential food.
Well, I mean, potentially my food.
It hasn't been actualized yet.
You know, a lot of people complain about MREs and how, like, gross they are. I kind of like them. I kind of like MREs. Not gonna lie.
I mean, they have their place.
Some of them are actually very tasty. I've heard about some of the nightmare MREs, and I'll stay away from those. But, like, every single one that I've had, the food has been decent, and then, like, some of them come with chocolate-covered coffee beans, and I'm like, yeah, coffee beans. Oh, that's the stuff.
Oh, Sprint God was doing super well, and then got a couple really blindingly fast ones right at the end.
Oh, yeah. Actually, chat has a good point. They're like 3,000 calories. Last time I had one was after hiking to the top of a mountain, so it was about right. It was about an appropriate place to have the MRE. Oh no, Jakazam can see where she needs to go. Unfortunately, this game is very dumb. And it's a little bit tricky to actually go in the correct direction. Oh my gosh. What a rude game. Oh, I like this
so
music.
Smart. It's so good.
It's almost music.
Also, Jackazam is exactly on the right path. So as long as Jackazam, okay, we might be seeing a maze completion.
Yeah, as long as one of the explosives doesn't spawn. You don't want explosives chasing you through hallways. Bing, ding. Bing, bing.
Oh, that's a problem.
Oh, that's not so good.
Try to duck around.
Okay, so apparently you don't want the jambalaya MREs. Good to know. I will avoid those. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Although we have homemade jambalaya in the fridge.
Oh, there's one
Leftover.
right in the way!
Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
Okay, unspawn.
Jackazam is through.
Wow.
Amazing. That was very quick.
Oh, everybody dead except for Ripley. That's how the movie goes. That's how.
You know what? That's fine. I'm
that's
pretty
canon.
sure that's the last you need to worry
I
about.
think that's the
having
last. That's the last stage where your lives matter.
Yep.
I'm just gonna pull up a molten twitch.
No, legit. We had Justin cut up some sausages and we had this jambalaya mix, and yeah, it's really good. Kuchiri, are you going to be able to? Oh no! Unfortunately, the alien was dancing with your friend, but Kuchiri is through. Just no extra lives here. Springcott is going to have to do it again. Oh my gosh, all these players are so good.
I'm actually stunned that somebody made it through the maze.
Yeah, well, Jackazam always blows me away. She's made it into the brackets before and has made a good amount of progress there. If anybody should make it, I'm not too surprised that it's being her. She's a great player.
I did put my prediction down on Jackets, so.
Uh-oh. Ooh, everybody. The match is not over. By all means, we still have a lot of time left to go on this.
Yeah, a lot of things can happen in 20 minutes.
This game's not very long. Yeah, so if anybody manages to just clear a stage, then fantastic. Dun 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 dun. This is like how I feel after I've eaten a Crunchwrap Supreme.
I don't know.
Heart's not doing so good after that. Oh, there we go.
I think
Kuchiri, I think, might be through, or is just pause strats, or is buffering strats. Oh, there we go. It's over. Like death, yeah. Crunchwrap Supreme. Da-da. Da-da. Da-da.
You're making me kind of want to go to Taco. That's a terrible thing.
To the taco bank. Yeah. Withdraw
Taco bank, yes.
Gordita, Chalupa. Just gonna start saying food names. Burrito.
So, Jackazam has recovered Newt, which is great. But now there's a problem in her way. A very big problem.
The problem, her name is the Queen.
I had completely forgotten the last time I played this.
Look at him dance. Look at him dance. Wait, do you have to save your cat here?
Nope.
Oh. Oh, that's
So-
right. The cat was in the first movie. Cat didn't go to the spaceship in the second one.
So for that, the flares are actually to mark your spot in the maze. They're not, they're helpful, but they're not required.
Okay, gotcha.
I usually just drop them at like the end of a crosswalk to show which one I'm supposed to take on the way out.
Spring God definitely has the right idea on this section, by the way. He's been not killing all of them, just bouncing the really slow ones back. Until now, he's just murdering them all. I mean,
But-
to be fair, I would want to murder them all as well. They're trying to eat my
They are a
friends.
problem.
Nobody eats my friends, except for me.
I was about to say, you've been pretty concerned with food recently. I'd be concerned. Yes, the way to get past the queen is actually shooting at her to push her back. Basically, you strafe sideways and kind of push her against the wall while you walk by.
Okay, hey, the Kuchiri actually has a lot of extra lives and is gonna burn through them all basically immediately.
Immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Time to die.
Yeah, getting past the queen is actually kind of... So Sprint God has 2 extra, and yeah, Kuchiri's got 4, which is amazing.
Okay, here goes Sprint God into the maze. Jakuzam just walking around trying to get away from the queen. Oh, look at all those eggs! Yeah,
Eggs?
yeah.
I thought it was, for some odd reason, I look at that and I see graveyard the first time
I see
look at it.
gravestones. That absolutely looks like tombstones at a glance.
Oh, they do, yeah, but
And then I'm
I've
like,
seen
oh, wait,
the
that
movie.
doesn't make any sense at all.
But yeah, it's super supposed to be eggs.
They're hags. Everybody, you can
Hags
make some
with an
hash
H.
browns with those hags there. The hags laid by the Halians. This game is too quiet. It's too quiet. I hate it. I
The thing
need
about
some
this game
music.
being
Like,
as quiet as it is that it induces you to start talking, and that's the best Kuso6rande content there is.
apparently.
I can't really disagree with that.
So the legend says. Oh no! Kiri, boom! That's okay, you've got 1 life left. It's just you. Come on, Ripley. Bleh. Well, too bad. So let me see what the
Kuchiri made the
manual
wrong
says
decision
about
anyway.
this
That was the
fight.
wrong way to go.
Okay. They'll sacrifice their own lives. Newt rescue race is apparently what you are doing in Jakuzam's screen. Ripley knows there are only 17 minutes left before the atmosphere processor blows and the whole planet turns into one nuclear nightmare. But she's determined to save Newt from the alien nest at all costs. Using the joystick, maneuver Ripley through the atmosphere processor complex. With the joystick button, fire at the aliens. You can also drop flares to mark your course by pressing the spacebar. Okay, so the range locator in the upper right quadrant of the screen lets you know how close you're getting to Newt. Once you find her, if you find her, she'll follow you back to the elevator. Don't be in too much of a hurry. Oh, yeah?
Run out of ammo.
Well, can't shoot aliens if you don't have the bullets.
That's true.
So, I don't remember if anybody figured out how to strafe in the first maze section, or the first combat section like this. If you don't know how to strafe, you're not getting past the alien, the queen. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So how do you strafe other than by holding down the trigger?
That's exactly it. You just hold down
Okay,
the
it's
trigger.
like, all right, yeah. I want
Okay.
to say I saw a few people using that just to make sure that they were mowing down aliens effectively.
Yeah,
but not
that's
solely
generally a
to
good
strafe.
rule. It's just, unfortunately, you have very limited ammo in this section, so...
Oh my gosh, Kuchiri is doing pretty... Oh, I don't know, because there's this flare coming up. Bam. Okay, blew it up. Kuchiri might get through it if he is on the correct path, which I believe... I don't know. Never mind, I don't believe anymore.
Yeah, there's a ways to go.
It's a hard maze.
It's not easy.
It's non-Euclidean, everybody. Like, parts are
I'm not
going
sure that
over
part's
each
correct.
other.
I'm not sure that it is non-Euclidean.
No, it actually makes sense logically
Whatever.
as long as you can determine what's going up and what's going down.
Okay, Euclid would look at this and say, what the crap did you do? What the crap did you do here? Like, I'm out.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, it's
that's pretty much what
nonsensical.
anyone would say.
It's like, I give up on this maze. Paths going over and under other paths. Even though they're definitely straight lines, that doesn't make any sense. That's not how paths work.
Yeah, verticality? Who ever heard of that?
Here.
Not me, says Euclid. Yeah,
I mean,
Euclid.
he's bestie.
Famously a believer only in 2 dimensions.
If even
I mean-
that, you know.
How many people can argue that 3D is better than 2D anyway? Not many.
I mean, yeah, look at Bubsy 3D. Better as 2D. Let me just say.
That's true.
Very true.
Does Bubsy believe in the third dimension? Because if so, big mistake.
The way that he behaves, I don't think so. All right, so we've got bullets. We're at the queen.
Do you have to shoot her?
Shooting
Yeah,
her
you push her
kind of
back.
stuns her / pushes her.
Oh.
So,
So yeah, okay. Where do you go after you get there, though? It looks like Ripley has the little stupid girl who shouldn't have even been in the freaking movie. I hated that.
wow. Don't be mean to Newt.
I hate Newt. Like, legitimately, why did you have a child in there other than to make it like Terminator 2, huh? Oh, the cliche is that in these action movies, we have to have a stupid child. My name is Newt. I'm named after slime animals. Yeah, that's Newt for you.
I don't think that newts are particularly slimy, are they?
I think they're a little slimy, like maybe vaguely. I mean, if you throw them in a
Also-
puddle of slime.
Also, I think that it's wild that today is the day that I learned that Aliens plagiarized Terminator 2.
But
And Indiana
Exactly,
Jones
yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Because, seriously, every sequel had to have some child who you're like, just could have done without you. Indiana Jones 2, Alien 2, Predator 2, wait. No,
Okay, so-
Terminator 2.
Kuchiri made it through, and your Salamiri is actually really close, but has just gotten caught. Oh.
Yeah, and the
So
Zorro
we're super
sequel,
close,
see?
so
They're
we might be
saying
able to get through.
Karate Kid 2?
Are you... And I just want to make sure that I understand what you're saying. Are you objecting to the idea that the Karate Kid 2 had a child in it?
Well, I've never seen it. I'm just assuming.
They couldn't just call it the karate.
Yeah,
The
would you go
Karate
watch...
2.
And would you go watch the Karate 2? Isn't that like just Kung Fu? Then again, going and watching a Kung Fu match / tournament would probably be a lot of fun. Oh Oh yeah, does RoboCop 2 have a kid? It probably does. Stupid RoboCop 2.
Is Corndan here? I feel like Corndan would probably know the answer to that.
Third one does. Okay, Paul S says the
Third one for
third RoboCop. Okay.
Oh, Sprint almost
So
got
close.
through. But got pincer attacked.
Oh, okay, yes, there was a child in RoboCop 2. See, as soon as you make a movie sequel, you have to have a child show up.
Well, yeah, that's how you make a sequel to a person, too.
Well, I don't want to have a sequel after me. Does anybody want me to have a sequel? That'd be weird.
Sentia 2.
Rosentia 2. Oh my gosh. What would he even do with his life? I don't know.
Teach English?
Play bad video games?
Probably go do something with his life. Oh, sad day.
Oh. So we have two people trying to rescue Newt at this point.
Gross.
And Brasentia
By the way,
cheering for Newt to die.
I googled, do newts have... Seriously, when I was watching Aliens recently, yes, I was cheering for her to die. I don't care about the stupid child.
So mean.
And yeah, the answer is, newts can be slimy. Some of them can be slimy.
So I think that Kuchiri has the right idea. They immediately started firing, walking into the room, but he didn't have any ammo.
Oh no.
Unfortunate. I will say, I feel like if I saw the Queen Xenomorph, I also would immediately start firing whatever weapon I had on hand.
No,
Yeah,
you trip
I mean-
Newt. You trip Newt, and then run. See? The alien is just gonna eat Newt, and it's fine. It's good. Good for everybody.
You don't have to be fastest, just faster than.
I think with aliens, you have to be fastest. I think that even that might not be sufficient.
Then trip other children. I don't know. Like,
you
only
don't-
whatever,
child you
don't-
find, just
you don't
trip
have a
that
lot of
child.
ammo here.
Okay, what you could do is trip the child and then explode the wall so that there's a cave in. Now the alien can't get through,
Oh.
and it has a source of food.
Smart.
Any children watching this, this is Kuso6rande, the bad video game tournament. We're just joking, okay? As long as you're never faced with aliens, you're going to be safe.
And that's just a kind of a general rule, not just for children. I wouldn't feel very safe confronted with these.
True.
Yeah.
Gross. Yeah. They're probably slimy too. Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
they're-
We're gonna have
Yeah,
slime
I think
versus
that
slime.
they are famously fairly slimy.
Yeah.
HR Giger was pretty clear on that part.
Yeah.
Well, good job, dude. I'm glad that he managed to do an art that impressed people.
I mean, his work was very impressive.
It left an impression, yes.
Exactly.
Maybe, you know, I don't know. If I were curating art for a museum, would I take it? Actually, probably yes.
Probably yes, yeah.
But guess what? I'm not. So, too bad.
I mean, his style is mimicked, so he left enough of an impression on other artists that people try to copy his style.
Uh-huh. Okay, I see that we only have 4 minutes left. Will we get to see the final battle in the game? Oh, I really hope so. I love the final battle. It's my favorite part.
It's problematic because they're stuck on Queen for the first part.
Yeah, okay.
So
you know
I'm
what?
pretty sure
Save
they've gotten
Newt.
way farther than the last time we played this.
Save Newt because I do want to see the final battle. Yeah, this is a lot of progress in this match.
I know
This has been very
when I
impressive.
competed in this game, I saw frames of the scene where you need to rescue Newt before time was called.
Yeah. By the way, I love... We had one player ask, how do I use flares again? The answer, it's in the manual. We don't do too much. Early on, the first round or two, sometimes we are a little bit kinder or help them out in any ways. However, players need to remember the tools that are at their disposal at this point. In the manual, even if it's not super helpful,
when
still
I was
has
made to play
good
this game,
tips.
I had to walk uphill both ways without shoes and without a manual.
What still means to do that?
Ooh, indeed.
Oh, unfortunately, it appears that the information in the manual isn't working. Well, that's fun too.
Okay, well, I mean, at that point, that's a fair call.
Yeah, well, the big thing when it comes to Commodore
I
64.
saw somebody dropping a flare earlier, so I know they still work.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to Commodore 64, there are some interesting issues with making sure both your joystick and keyboard works, and one of those has to deal with the scroll lock. So it's possible that Kuchiri needs to hit the scroll lock and then push the spacebar.
All you gotta do. I think Jackson might be figuring it out.
Now remember, E. Salamiri had a bit of a disadvantage earlier due to the escape button not working. Everybody else was able to get theirs figured out afterwards because we had put information in Discord. So we can grant a little extra time for E. Salamiri, depending on what Kate believes is a fair bonus time to see if he can make more progress. Considering that the levels go by fast, if you do them right, that could actually help out.
Yeah, and I think at this point, everybody probably has figured out what the correct route to take through the maze is. And it's just a matter of, you know, having some good luck with spawns.
Well, good luck / baiting the spawns to follow you, you know?
Yeah, it's just the ones that spawn in front of you that get...
Yeah, those are rough.
Oh, yeah. It looks like Jakuzam is one of the players who has figured out how to drop the
Spring God
flares.
might make it.
Oh my gosh! Spring God, are you through? Spring God is through! Very nice. Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's not working for Kuchiri, but again, it's not super important because we are just about out of time. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the timer, and if we need to start it again for E. Salamiri, we can do that. I can definitely pull it back up, but that is time, everybody.
So that would put Jakuzam in first, if she got to the Alien Queen first.
Yep.
And then Kuchiri, Sprint God, Isalamir.
Yeah, we are checking with our top left player to see if they would like a little bit more time. Nope. Nope, not going to take the bonus time. That is it. We are done. So yeah, it is pretty clear. Jakuzam takes the victory today. Kuchiri second, Spring God third, and E. Salamiri fourth. None of the players are eliminated, though, which means that, you know, Jakuzam will just have an easier time than the others moving on. Jakuzam did take the victory. Let me see if she would like to come and chat. Okay, yeah, so what are your thoughts? How the players did? Dana, Tina Hacks?
I'm impressed.
I'm super impressed.
Oh, yeah. I've played this myself. It is not a super straightforward game. The flying section alone can be absolutely devastating. Okay, Jakazam is gonna come and join us in a little bit. Gonna drop the stream and then stop the beeps. Move on to more than a, like, 2-bit sound.
Hurry, everybody, turn on your bit crusher filters.
Okay, there's Jakazam. Hello there, and congratulations on your victory, Jakazam.
Hey, thank you.
That was so much fun to watch, and honestly, I think everybody made more progress than what we saw the first time we had this game. That was very impressive.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts about the game?
I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a good solid game.
It's actually a good game. I'm sorry, you've been fooled. You rube. I gave you a good game.
Oh no.
I wouldn't call
Not
it
fair.
good, but fun? Oh, yeah, I think that it's a fun game to play. You didn't even get to the best part, in my opinion, which is the final battle.
How do you get past the Queen Alien? I couldn't figure it out.
You gotta strafe.
It was
Yeah.
just strafing properly?
You
Just
have to shoot
strafing
at her
and-
to push her back, so you kind of
Yep.
point to the side and strafe and shoot at her to push her against the wall.
Oh, okay. Right. Just
Yeah.
It means you have to get there with pretty much most of your ammo.
Yeah, it's not super easy. But I think maybe after 1 or 2 tries, you might be able to do that and getting past her. Then getting the final battle. Like, I really want to hear your opinions about the final battle when you get the opportunity to play it.
Yeah, I'll definitely load this back up and get through the whole thing.
Sweet.
And good news, it's got passwords. You can jump straight to it.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, a Commodore 64 game that has variety, that kind of works, that has a password system.
Continues.
That is, it's difficult, but at the same time, despite the flaws, I think it's an absolute joy to play.
This is really one of the better games that could be played on a Commodore. It's up there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, Jakazam, we're just shouting praises about aliens on the Commodore
I mean,
64.
It was a fun game. I don't know. There was the part where you have to lead the Marines back to the APC was a bit rough because everything looks the same. I didn't even know which direction I was supposed to be bringing them for a while. I was like, oh, I'll just head upward. And then it turns out I was supposed to head downward, so that was not working out.
Honestly, I'm trying to think. Yeah, that part is definitely the worst part of the game, although some people might argue that the final battle is the worst part of the game. For me, I think it's the best part because I actually figured out how to do it without any help from anybody else, and I destroyed it quickly, and then nobody else can do it.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I feel like out of any movie that could have been translated over to Commodore 64 game, they did a very good job here. Flawed, but still fun. Yeah. So, Jakazam, anything that you're streaming these days that people should know about? Anything you want to plug?
I've been streaming just assorted random games. I finally finished Outer Wilds. Great game. And I've been playing Boyfriend Dungeon, which is more fun than I expected.
I've been playing a little bit of that. I don't know, there are too many good games, but that's definitely high on my list. Well, good. Boyfriend Dungeon. Over at Jakazan Stream, if you want to go check it out, feel free to do that. Thank you so much. And Dana and Tina, thank you both as well. Take care and have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, likewise.
See ya, Tina. Bye, Jakazan. Bye, Dana. I heard a faint buy. That works. Well, everybody, Kuso6rande, the Bad Video Game Tournament is trucking on forward. We are getting close to the end of round 3, starting up round 4, which will make some of the final determinations for who will make it into the bracket. We're not quite there, but we will be in probably a week or two, which is great. I'm going to run a quick ad, and we will be right back with our second game.